Hello everyone, welcome to Redmen TV Daily News Time. I've got three things I want to discuss with you today prior to this evening's filming session on the Reds News Roundup, where we'll cover all the big Liverpool transfer ins and outs in more depth and detail. That'll be on the redmentv.com very late on tonight. But anyway, I'm here now, so are you. Let's get stuck into it. And we're going to start with the most obvious place to start because we made it the title and thumbnail. Adam Lallana could miss 6 of the remaining 9 fixtures of the season after picking up a thigh injury for England. Nice one, Gareth. Nice one. Nice one. Tit. Absolute tit. And I've been defending him as well this last week or so, thinking, I was quite like the cut of his jib, the way he's talking about stuff. There's a video I made of Adam Lallana walking out of the tunnel at Wembley, holding his thigh. Shortly before, it was clearly that he was injured. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Look, this happens, and particularly in the build-up to the Merseyside derby, we've probably come out the lightest of the injuries in comparison to the two teams, but I don't care. I don't care about Everton. I don't care about their players. I don't wish any harm on them, but the most important thing is Liverpool and Liverpool's players, and it's time and time again, our players go away with England and pick up injuries that hamper our chances in the season. Liverpool don't have a massive squad. They don't have players of the calibre of Adam Lallana to slot in his absence. And we do have some options, and we will be discussing them. Chris will be doing the starting 11 prediction show probably tomorrow. He's got a clearer picture of who's actually available. But no, absolutely ridiculous. Thoughts on this in the comments below if you don't mind. It looks like it could be out for a month, and for what? I mean, ultimately, Adam Lallana was probably the best player on the pitch for England against Lithuania, so you can see why he'd be important. But things like this, they shorten players' careers. Great. Ultimately, what if that becomes a recurring thigh problem? Because it wouldn't be the first time we've seen players pick up injuries on international duty and it's hampered them for the rest of their careers. I'm not saying it will, but I'm just saying it's a possibility. And Gareth Southgate wants to put out a good team. I get it. He wants to win competitive football matches. But what's the point if Adam Lallana's legs are done by this time next year because of injury problems? Think about that, Gareth Southgate. Think about that. Anyway, we move on. Apparently, some slightly better news. It's definitely better news unless you're just not a happy person. Paul Joyce reporting that Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp will be handed the largest transfer kitty in the club's history this summer, which should be something that makes people smile. It should be something that makes people happy. I commented on my own Twitter feed yesterday that I put out a few things about it being good, and then I leg it because the misery that is often associated with Twitter kind of does me head in. So one such response. So we put out Paul Joyce is reporting that Liverpool have their biggest summer transfer kitty. Someone put back bad news for FSG out brigade, and I can't be bothered. Now, this is not about an in or an out kind of situation. Whatever. It's about Liverpool just having money. We've been told Liverpool have got a big amount of money to spend on players. That should be a good thing. That should make us happy. And so I'm not using it to bash one way or the other. But the point is, you've then got the Yank Scouser says, we get the same news every year and never get a huge transfer kitty. Laughing my arse off. Who believes this anymore? Followed by Sukhojot Singh. Then Jurgen Klopp will come out and say he prefers to train players. It's long-term project. More BS. Followed up by the AS791. Note how he recently came up with the whole inconsistency is a part of development. He's got an excuse to not win and developing. Oh my God. Give your heads a wobble. Give them a wobble. I mean, look, I'm not expecting people who are not like happy human beings to become happy human beings. I can't tell you to be happy. You have to want to be happy yourselves, and that's on you. And I'm not suggesting that it means Liverpool are going to go out and buy James Rodriguez and even Ivan Drago, anyone we want. I'm not suggesting that this is necessarily the thing. It's a statement of fact. Liverpool handed a bigger transfer kit than normal. Why not dream? Why not dream for a bit? And I'll be perfectly honest, that's not, people say it's been said before, who believes it? When's it been said? Liverpool have been told, it was leaked to us a few weeks ago that it's talking like, I think it's around the 70 million mark, and then there'll be player sales on top. So you're talking the sales of Sakho and Sturridge. and plus one or two others. You know the names, you can name them in the comments below if you want, but you know, you look at an excess of £100 million to spend in the summer. I mean, I know Man United spent £100 million on one player. If that's what you want, then cool, man. You know, you're probably always going to be disappointed in life because there's not many clubs in world football who do that, yada yada. My point remains though, is that if you're not prepared to be dead excited about it, because like, look, it's a thing. If you're going giddy around transfers and the potential of transfers, then that's fine. That's probably a very sensible way to live, if I'm perfectly honest. But there's nothing to be angry about. Genuinely nothing to be angry about. So if you're being angry, take a look at your own lives. Take a look at the man in the mirror. Michael Jackson said that. Probably not using those exact words in that exact order, but man in the mirror was definitely one of them. And make that shit. Batman, Lego, we're going with Lego Batman. He's all over that shit, and you should be too. Anyway, last piece of news. Phil Coutinho, who we've been a little bit concerned about in recent weeks, and his form hasn't been great. Going into a Merseyside derby, and we're thinking, you know, we talked about the likes of, you know, could we see Ben Woodburn make an impact again off the bench, coming on for Phil Coutinho and what have you? Scored an absolute worldie for Brazil. Yeah, he did. Fantastic. Cutting it from the right-hand side this time, and onto his left foot and finishing, yeah. Amazing, Phil, please, more of that. That would be sensational. His form for Brazil's been great, and hopefully this is the thing that kickstarts him, because I do feel Phil Coutinho's a confidence player. I'm not sure he'll ever be right at the top of world football. I don't think he'll ever be he's never going to be a Messi or a Suarez or a Ronaldo, but he could be a very, very, very good Champions League quality, top level international quality player. And you know, he is the kind of guy who will need a little bit of an arm around the shoulder, a little bit of a cuddle every now and again, which I'm happy to provide. He's a beautiful man, and most people would be. You know, we love Phil Coutinho deep down. We want to see him perform, and hopefully this is the impetus for him. What's been even better off the back of this is that Liverpool have apparently chartered a £120,000 private jet, which speaks volumes to the amount of money that they're prepared to throw at things to make Liverpool better. Just saying. And apparently, well, Roberto Firmino's having a bit of a laugh with the old Snapchat filters, decided Phil Coutinho would look much better in a top hat. And I have to agree, genuinely. Have a look at all that. Check out Roberto Firmino's Instagram and Snapchat, I guess, for all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there you go. There's the news. Let us know your thoughts on anything that we've discussed in the comments below. If you want more Liverpool news, we're going to be discussing transfers. There's a Middlesbrough centre-half. We're going to be doing more on the Sacco, Van Dijk stuff that Chris covered yesterday. More on Mahmoud Dahoud. Yeah, got it right. Probably won't matter though, because it doesn't look like we're buying them. We're going to discuss all these things and a whole lot more on the Reds News Roundup show. We're filming it this evening. Going to either very late tonight or very early tomorrow morning on the redmentv.com. If you need your Liverpool transfer news fix, that's where you're going to get it. Get over there now, subscribe. First free month, then it's just £2 a month. Cheers.